51. If a positive integer n is divisible by 11, the remainder is 2. So can I say n is equal to 11 times of some number and remainder 2? Which of the following numbers yields a remainder 0 when it is divisible by 11? So you need to add some number to it so that the entire number should be divisible by 11. Yes? 11x by 11 in the sense that is already exactly divisible. We will get 0 remainder. So the extra value is 2 plus some number to the number 2. You need to add something so that this must be exactly divisible by 11. So how much should be added? 9. N plus 9 is final answer. What is the maximum value of 9 sine square theta plus 8 cos square theta? Okay. So now when we were asked to calculate maximum value or minimum value, something like that. So let's not change sine square theta. I don't want to change it. And then 8 times of cos square theta we have. Can we write it as 1 minus sine square theta minus 8 sine square theta plus 9 square theta, which is equal to sine square theta plus 8. Correct? Yes? So you know trigonometric ratios. For sine theta, what is the maximum value that you get? Maximum value 1. Square is also 1. So what is the value? 9. In the same question, if you are asked to calculate minimum value, answer is 8. It is simple logic. You can see two numbers here, correct? Yes, 9 and 8. This is going to be maximum value and this is going to be minimum value. Your answer is there in the question itself. Maximum is maximum, minimum is minimum. Simple as it is. Okay? Yes, especially when you have even powers. If you have odd powers, sine theta, maximum you said 1, right? The same in the other quadrant becomes minus 1. Yes. So when it comes to minimum value and at the same time, if exponent is odd number, then you cannot directly go with those two numbers. 9 is maximum and 8 is minimum. You cannot say that. Because in other quadrants, sine value or cos value, minimum value is minus 1. Maximum is 1 everywhere. Yes? Okay. The largest sphere is carved out of a cube of side 14 centimeters. Then what is the surface area of the sphere? Surface area of the sphere, which is 4 pi r square. As long as pi is involved, answer must be 11 multiple. Can it be first option? Yes. Can it be second option? Yes. Multiple options are there. Let's solve it. Now, there is a cube here. Using this cube, we need to frame a sphere. That means, in this cube, when you assume a sphere, for sphere, diameter is equal to side of the cube. Come on. ఇప్పుడు ఇదే రూమ్ ఉందమ్మా, ఇది క్యూబ్ షేప్లో ఉంది అని అనుకున్నాం. దానిలో ఒక స్పియర్ పెట్టాము అని అంటే స్పియర్కి లెఫ్ట్ ఎడ్జ్ రైట్ ఎడ్జ్ ఈ రూమ్లో వాల్స్ని టచ్ చేస్తుందా? సో దట్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు సైడ్ విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు క్యూబ్. And with respect to sphere, the same is equal to diameter. So, side of the cube is already mentioned as 14. That means, diameter for the sphere is equal to 14. Then radius is equal to 7. And we just need to substitute in 4 pi r square. 7 gets cancelled. Come on. 88 into 7. Answer must end with 6. And it's a perfect number. 616 final answer. In a 170 liters of mixture of milk and water, the percentage of water is only 30%. Milkman gave 20 liters of this mixture to a customer. Out of 170, 20 liters is taken out. Remaining is 150. even in 150 liters, water percentage must be 30% only. So water must be equal to 45 liters. Remaining 105 liters must be milk. So now the quantity of milk and water is 105 and then 45, which total includes 150 liters. Clear? Matladali. Then added equal quantities of pure milk and then water. I am adding x to both numerator and denominator. As a result, the respective ratio of milk and water in the final mixture is 3:2. Can I say 3 parts and then 2 parts? Yes. Observe right hand side, how many parts difference we have? 1 part. Observe left hand side difference. X, no difference. 105, 45. How much is the difference? 60. Not 65. It is 60. Correct. So can I conclude 1 part is equal to 60 liters? In that case, 2 parts, denominator becomes 120 liters or numerator becomes 180 liters. Observe either numerator or denominator, it's up to you. 105 plus x is equal to 180. Then x is. Otherwise, concentrate only on the denominator. 45 plus x is equal to 120. Then x is. You don't have to go for cross multiplication and get the answer. X is 75, direct answer. I am just taking the difference. Otherwise, you'll have to go with cross multiplication. Which department has the highest percentage of employees who are not promoted? Not promoted. Look at this data. Male, female, and those who are promoted. So now the question is about people who are not promoted. When you want to have highest not promoted, promoted must be less, least one, correct? Yes. So in the first one, P, how many are promoted? 61. Out of 67, about 90%. Difference between numerator and denominator is 6, which is 10% of approximate denominator, correct? Okay. Next Q, 58 promoted out of 62. This is also more than 90%. Next, 45 promoted out of 65. This is not even 80%, or you can clearly say less than 90%, correct? Next, last one, 43 upon 58. This is also about 80%. Come on. So now, answer cannot be these two. Either it must be R or yes. Correct? Correct. So now, to compare two fractions anytime, 45 by 65, 43 by 58. Anytime if you want to compare fractions, either convert into percentage and compare them. Otherwise, go for cross multiplication and observe values. When you want to go for cross multiplication, let me tell you one point here. Here 5 multiples are there, 5 9 times, and here 13 times. Simplified value. Right hand side, 43 is a prime number, denominator 58, you cannot change it. Let's go with cross multiplication. 9 times of 58 in the sense, 10 times minus 1 time. 580 minus 58. 522. Come on. 43 13 times in the sense, 43 10 times plus 3 times of that number. 43 10 times, 43 3 times, that is 129, which is 559. So now out of these two numbers, which is smaller one? 521. So the one which is on smaller side is the least fraction, 45 by 65. So answer is department R. 4 cities PQRS are located such that they form the vertices of a square if joined by a straight line. So that means there is a square, we have PQRS, 4 cities. Nandu travels from P to Q at a speed of 60 km per hour, Q to R at 48 km per hour, R to S at 90 km per hour, S to P with a speed 72 km per hour. Find the average speed of Nandu for the entire journey. Right. So as they mention it as a square, all 4 sides are equal, right? If all 4 sides are equal, you can say total distance by total time. Everywhere distance traveled, you can treat it as D, 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 D and so on, and then solve the question by using the formula total distance by total time. But that is also not required for this question. When we were calculating average for set of numbers, average is going to be more than the smallest number and less than the largest number. Do you know this fact? Average must be more than the least number among all the set of numbers and must be less than highest number. Correct? How many numbers are given here? 4. Out of 4 numbers, what is least? 48. And what is highest? So your answer must be in between these two numbers only. Must be more than 48 and less than 90. Yes. Look at your options. 64, final answer. Done. Otherwise, you'll have to do like this. Total distance covered is equal to 4D. First D distance, next D, next D, next D. These are 4 different distances that we have. And first distance is traveled with the speed 60 km per hour, next 48 km per hour, next 90 km per hour, and then 72 km per hour. So you have to solve this. In the numerator you can take D common and 4 is left here. In the denominator also you can take D common and it becomes 1 by 60, 1 by 48, 1 by 90, 1 by 72. You need to simplify this and get the answer. Yes? Right. I'm just using total distance by total time taken. A man can row 15 kilometers upstream, 22 kilometers downstream in 5 hours. He can as well row 40 kilometers upstream, 55 kilometers downstream in 13 hours. What is the speed of the man in still water? There are 2 ways to calculate the answer for this. Not 2 actually, many are there. If I tell you the traditional method, it takes a long time. I can give you the question, can go down and have a cup of coffee and then come back. That much time it will take. Even for me also. If I use traditional method, 15 plus 22 is equal to 5. I am taking time. 15 kilometers in upstream. Upstream I will take it as X. Downstream I will take it as Y. Next case, 40 kilometers covered in upstream, 55 kilometers covered in downstream, and which is equal to 13. 2 equations are there, 2 variables are there. If you solve it, definitely you can calculate X and then Y after 5 minutes. Yes. Once after getting these values, you know that this is M minus S and this is M plus S. To calculate M, you can go with X plus Y by 2. Got the point? Will it take time or not? Yes. So we can avoid this. Then what is the other way? 15 kilometers covered in upstream, 22 kilometers covered in downstream, and the time is 5 hours. 40 kilometers covered in upstream, 55 kilometers covered in downstream, and now the time is 30. I'll tell you simple logic. It's not a Newton's fourth formula. Divided by X we have. That means X must be a factor of 15. And X also must be a factor of 40 also. So it has to be common factor, right? For 15 and 40, what is common factor? So you can assume X is equal to 5. Stop. Y is a factor of 22. And Y is also a factor of 55. So Y must be common factor. What must be the value of Y? Just substitute and verify. If X is 5, 15 by 5. If Y is 11, 22 by 11. 3 plus 2, 5. Condition satisfied? If you have time and patience, verify the second equation also. Okay. By the time we already have upstream and then downstream, M is equal to sum divided by 2, which is equal to 8 km per hour. Final answer. Done. We are just solving the question based on common factor, HCF. Not using any linear equation. Yes. If you have time, I'll tell you one more method. At the end of the session, ask me. If we have time. A is 25% more efficient than B. Who can complete the piece of work in 25 days? Who can complete the work in 25 days? A or B? B. So now A and B efficiency wise, A's efficiency is 25% more than B efficiency. So you must start with B. If B is 100%, A becomes 125%. Can you tell me the ratio? 5:4. Then time ratio? So 5 parts already mentioned as 25. Then 4 parts must be 20. If your question is time taken by A to complete the work, answer is done. Yes? Matladali. But what is the question? Find the time required by them to finish the whole work. Both together, right? Together. Avuna. So if A can do it in A number of days, B can do it in B number of days. Together can do it in A number of days, B number of days. Together can do it in AB by A plus B. Telisa. Let's apply it. 20, 25, 45. 5 times, 9 times. Direct gane unda? Alternate days, so we cannot apply. AB by A plus B is right, but if the question is how many days together they need, if they are working together, right. So now let's use units method. Total units 100. A can do 5 units, B can do 4 units. In alternate method, what is important? Who starts the work is very important. Who started the work? Cheppera? Alternate starting from B. So first day B will come. Every odd day B will work. First day how many units of work will be done? 4. Second day 5. 2 days. So to complete 9 units they need 2 days. Like that they need to complete 100. So you need to take nearest 9 multiple for 100. What is that? 99 units. How many times? 11 times. So 2 into 11, that is 22 days. So in 22 days they can complete 99 units. How many more units are left? One more unit is left. And who should work? B, because 23rd day, every odd day B will work. B can complete 4 units per day, but he is left with only 1 unit. To complete that he need only 1 by 4 days. So in 22 1 by 4 days, total 100 units of work will be done. Understood? If B starts the work, what if A starts the work? Till here it is same. In 22 days they will be able to complete 99 units. If A starts the work, how many more units are left? 1. A per day can do 5 units, but he is left with only 1 unit, and for that he need 1 by 5 day. So answer 22 1 by 5 days. If A starts the work. Done. The perimeter of isosceles triangle is 231. What do you mean by isosceles? 2 sides equal. Right. Let me take like this. Now, each side is 7/8 of base. If base is equal to 8 parts, because of the denominator 8, then sides becomes 7 parts each. What is 231? Perimeter. In terms of number, perimeter is 22 parts only. Then 1 part is equal to 231 divided by 22. That will give you 1 part value. Correct? What is your question? What is the square root of sum of equal sides? What is sum of equal sides? What is 231 by 22? 1 part value. Avuna? To get 14 parts into 14 only. And we were asked to calculate under root value. Got the point? 2, 11 times, 7 times, 11, 21 times. 21 again can be written as 7 into 3. Already we have one more 7. So 7 square, when it comes out, it becomes 7. Under root value 3 is left. 7 root 3 centimeters. Followed? ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. AB and DC, when produced to meet E, if AB is 24, EB is 8, CE is 10, what is the value of length of CD? Okay, right. Cyclic quadrilateral, you know the meaning, right? 4 sides must be on perimeter of the circle, correct? And they form a quadrilateral. And they are extended to meet at E. A, B, C, D, and they are produced to meet at E. So now, if you consider your quadrilateral, that will be something like this. Antenamma? Right. So now, when you have quadrilateral, cyclic quadrilateral, produced to meet outside of the circle, then we know that AE into BE must be equal to DE into CE. AB into BE, DE into CE. You know that point? Right, that's the condition. So now, out of these values, AB is 24, B is 8, C is 10, CD let it be X. What is AE? A to B and then B to E, 32, BE 8, DE X plus 10, CE 10, come on, 8 30s, 240, 8 2s, 16, 240 16, 256 is equal to X plus 10 into 10 only. From this, X plus 10 is equal to 25.6, X is equal to 15.6. The areas of three adjacent faces of a cuboidal box are 441, 324, 256 square centimeters respectively. Then find the volume of the cuboid. Now, we are sitting in a room whose shape is cuboid only. Come on. Three adjacent faces. Front side, bottom, left side. So, you can take their areas as LB. Come on. Bottom one, LB, BH, LH. These values were given and we were asked to calculate volume. Volume in the sense, from this we need to get LBH, correct? So if you multiply all these, you'll have L square, B square, H square, and if you take under root, you'll get your LBH value. So that is under root of 441, 324, 256. You are so lucky because without writing into combination, you can identify perfect square using those numbers. అర్థమైందా? సమ్టైమ్స్ ఏమేమవుతుంది అని అంటే ఇందులో 9 మల్టిపుల్, ఇందులో 9 మల్టిపుల్ కామన్ తీసిన తర్వాత మిగిలినవి స్క్వేర్స్ అవుతాయి. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఇక్కడైతే డైరెక్ట్గానే ఉన్నాయి. దిస్ ఈజ్ 21, 18. అమ్మా, the moment I see 18, I'll use 9 multiplication. Can it be first option? No. Can it be second option? No. Can it be third? Yes. Can it be fourth? No. Third final answer. A certain sum of money invested at a certain rate of interest compounded annually becomes 5,200 in 2 years and 8,320 after 2 more years. Find the sum. Now, principal is given, amount after 2 years mentioned, amount after 2 more years in the sense after 4 years is mentioned, correct? How many years gap we have? How many years gap we have? Amma? So, if principal becomes X times year, then for the same period, A2 also becomes X time and then becomes A4. Do you know this logic? Yes? Whatever, because the time period is same. You don't need to calculate how much is rate of interest. Because time period is same for these two gaps, whatever relation that will be between a principal and amount after 2 years, the same relation applies for amount after 2 years and then amount after 4 years. Is that okay? Right. So now we need to calculate principal. Amount after 2 years mentioned as 5,200. After 4 years, 8,320. Clear? Come on. So now we need to identify what is x value. Antena? Any times ainda kavali. Avuna kada? Right. How much increase is there? How much increase is there? 3120. Correct. What is 50% of this number? 2600. And how much more is there to make it 3120? 520. 2600 is 50%. 520 is? 520 is what percent of this number? Me bonda సున్నా తీసి చెప్పడానికి ఏం నేపి మీకు ఎంత? So 3120 is what percent? So from A2 to A4 it increased by 60%. Then from principal also it should increase by 60%. Then only we will get A2. Correct? If it is 100%, then A2 becomes 160%. Correct? Now 5200 is equal to 160%. 1% value is by 160 and we need 100% into 100. Is that okay? 5 times, 8 times. Let me calculate 5 times of 5200. That will be 10 times and then half. 10 times 52,000. Half 26,000 by 8. 8 3 times 24. How much is left? 20. Go to options. How many are starting with 3? Alright. So how much is left here? 20. 20 by 8. How many times? 2 times. Go to options and say how many are starting with 3 2? That's final answer. 3250 final. ఇది లేదనుకోండి అమ్మా, అగైన్ షార్ట్కట్లో ఇంకోటి ఏం చేస్తారంటే రిలేషన్ బిట్వీన్ ఏ అండ్ ప్రిన్సిపల్ అండ్ A2 is same as A2 and A4. So principal by A2 is equal to A2 by A4. మళ్ళీ ఇది రాయాలి. X by 5200 is equal to 5200 by 8320. క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ పార్ట్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది. ఇది కూడా షార్ట్ కట్టే. అసలు దీని ఒరిజినల్ ఫార్మాట్ తీసుకున్నట్లయితే 5200 by 8320 40 20. Amount after 2 years in the sense principal into 1 plus r by 100 to the power of 2 and denominator principal into 1 plus r by 100 to the power of 4. P gets cancelled. This gets cancelled and denominator will be 2. So 1 by 100 square by 100 plus r whole square is equal to 5200 by 8320. If you simplify this, you will get r value. Once after getting r value, you will have to substitute this r value either in the numerator or in the denominator. Then you will get principal. That is traditional, which is lengthy and need not to be discussed here. What is the ratio of number of employees who are not promoted in P and R departments? P, sum of these two numbers. Two options are there. Ardhamautunda? I am not calculating the denominator. So far you know the numerator is 26. So in your answer, either you should get 26 or factor of 26. 19 is not a factor, 25 is not a factor. Two options are there. Like that, if you can eliminate 3 options, you need not to even calculate denominator. Avuna? Who are not promoted in Q and S together. In Q we have 62. Out of them 58 are promoted. Not promoted 4. And in S out of 58, 43 are promoted. Not promoted are 15. So ratio is 26 by 19 final. The average weight of 20% is 45 kgs, but later it was found that someone mistakenly put the weights of 3% as 50, 45, 60 instead of x 55, 65. And correct average weight of the persons is 48. What is the value of x? Right. Now, initial average 45. Is this with correct values or wrong values? Wrong values. And 48 is average with correct values. Average is more when you have correct values or wrong values? Correct values. Average increased by how much? 3. For how many people? For 20 people. That means sum should increase by 60. So, old people sum plus 60 will give you correct values only. Old people, that means wrong values. 50, 45, 60. Sum of these numbers is 155. These are wrong values. To make them correct, we need to add 60. Then you will get sum of correct values. Antena? Right. Then sum of correct values must be equal to 215. Out of them, we already know two numbers as 55 and then 65. Sum of those two is equal to 120. If you subtract it, you will get third value which was missing, x, that is equal to 95. Followed? The value of Varun's income is appreciating by 20% every year as compared to previous year. In 2015, the value of his house was 30 lakh. Find the value of his house in 2018. 2015, it is 30%. Every year it increases by 20%. Then it becomes, if it increases by 20%, then it becomes what percent? Amma? 120%. So, from 2015 to 16, increases by 20% and becomes 120%. When you calculate this, you will get value in 2016. Again, it increases by 20%, becomes 120%. This is value in 2017. But we were asked to calculate in 2018, right? So again, it increases by 20% and becomes this number. Antena? Antena? So 30 is in terms of lakhs, so don't worry about number of zeros. Forget about them. Okay? 0, 0, 0. In denominator also, you can straightforward cancel 3 zeros. In denominator, 3 more zeros are there. But in 30, we have lakhs. 30 into 10 to the power of 5 is there. Antena? Don't bother about number of zeros. The moment I see 12 into 12, 12 is 9 multiple, again 12 is 9 multiple, product is 3 multiple ఎట్లయితే 2 3లు ఉంటాయి మీ బొంద మీరు 2 3లు ఉన్నాయి కదా ఒక 3 ఉంది ఇక్కడ ఇంకో 3 ఉంది అంటే ఏంటి 9 multiple. Can it be first option? Yes. 8 plus 1 9, 5 plus 4 9. Can it be second option? No. Can it be third option? No. Can it be fourth option? Yes. Same numbers, but there is a change in the order, correct? And both the options are ending with 4000. Both the options are ending with 4000. Forget about number of zeros. Both the options are ending with 4 only. So now what do I do is, I don't want to concentrate on number of zeros. So among 30, I will take 3 into 12 into 12 into 12. 12 cube. 1, 7, 2, 8. 3 into 8. 4. 2 carry. 3 into 2. 6 plus 2. I am done with my answer. I am done with my answer. I don't want to concentrate on number of zeros, but still answer ends with 84. Fourth option, final answer. A dealer gives a discount of 20% on every shirt he sells and also gives one shirt for free on purchase of 5 shirts. If the dealer still makes a profit of 10% on selling 6 shirts, then find the percentage by which the shopkeeper had marked each shirt above the cost price. Have you understood the question? Forget about the data. What is your question? Market price is what percent above the cost price. That's what your question, correct? So when you know the relation between market price and cost price, you can answer the question. Market price to cost price, if the ratio is 3:2. Can you answer the question? Yes. So now we need to know the relation between market price and then cost price. Agreed or not? Right. So now, let's say I am the dealer. According to information, I am giving 20% discount on every shirt. But at the same time, if you buy 5 shirts, apart from 20% discount, I will give 1 shirt for free of cost. Yes? So total how many shirts you are giving? You are getting 6. So I am giving you 6 shirts, but taking amount for 5 shirts only. Agreed or not? Let us assume price of each shirt as 100%. Price of each shirt as 100%. And even in the same case, he still makes a profit of 10% on selling 6 shirts. I am getting 10% profit, correct? Yes? I purchased 1 shirt for 100%. How many shirts am I giving you? 6 shirts. So it costed me 600%. It costed me 600. But while selling, I am getting a profit. How much profit? 10% should be calculated on? 10% should be calculated on? Which number? 600. So how much profit? 60. So at what price I am selling? At what price I am selling? 60% of? 60% of which price? Cost price. Have you understood? Price of each shirt is 100%. I am giving you 6 shirts. So it costed me 600%. And still I am making a 10% profit. So I am selling you at 660% of the cost price. Clear? Forget about it. For how many shirts you are paying? 5 shirts only. You don't know how much is the market price. Let us assume market price is 100% of the market price. For how many shirts you are paying? So 5 shirts market price must be 500% of market price. And how much discount I am giving you? 20%. 20% should be calculated on 500. How much is that? Upon 500, 20%. 100. Discount ante తీసేయాలి కదా? So how much you are paying me? So that means I am getting 400% of market price. At 400% of market price, I am giving you those shirts, correct? That means both are equal only. Market price by cost price is equal to 66 by 40. I am writing the simplified value. Actually, it should have 0, 0. Now the question is, market price is what percent above the cost price? Market price is how much above the cost price? 260 upon 400 percentage into 100. 2 zeros cancel. 260 by 4. Half and half. 260 half, 130 half, 65%. That's it. Understood? Square root of. I think yesterday or somewhere we discussed. You can write this fellow as 12x whole square. Identify C value, 81 by 16. 9 by 4 whole square, correct? B value, positive or negative? Negative. That means that should be in the form of minus 2ab. Let's see. 2 into 12x into 9 by 8. 2, 4 times 4. 9 by 4 kada? Sorry. So this is going to be 6 times. 6 into 9, 54. Is that 54x or not? So it is in the form of a square minus 2ab plus b square. We can write it as a minus b whole square only. And when you are asked to calculate under root, square and root gets cancelled. Finally, you will be left with a minus b. Come on. But when the moment I say factors and then square is involved, your answer must be plus or minus. What is a value? 12x minus, what is b value? 9 by 4. 12x minus 9 by 4 plus or minus, second option answer. The surface area of the sphere is 256 pi. What is the volume? When you are asked to calculate volume, pi is involved. Answer must be 11 multiple, but in options also we were given pi. So you cannot verify it. So you have to calculate. Am I right? Surface area of the sphere, 4 pi r square is equal to 256 pi. Pi gets cancelled. 464 times R is equal to 8. We were asked to calculate volume. Volume of the sphere. 4/3 pi, you don't have to separate pi because in options we have 4/3 pi R cube. R cube in the sense 8 cube, which is 512. Don't change pi, keep it as it is. 4 times of 512, which is 2048 divided by 3. 6 times, all options are there. 8 times, again all options. 2 times, there is only one. 682, 2 by 3, pi is final answer. Done. Matladandi. Vijay buys a product for 2,400. He spends 10% and 30% of the cost price on its repairs and transportation. So this 10% as well as 30%, both are calculated on 2,400 only. So straightforward, can we increase the value by 40%? So initial value is 2,400, 40% of that number, which is 960. So to make the product ready, it cost us 3,360. And this is what the total cost price of the item. Agreed? Now, what is the selling price of the product if he wants to earn a profit of 15%? What is 10%? 336. 5%? 168. Then, this is 4 times. All options are there. Matladru. 6 times. Again, all options are there. Avana. Sorry. Again, 2 options are there. If you are okay, then calculate. Otherwise, what you can do is 3 multiple. Because your cost price is 3 multiple, whatever percentage you calculate, that is also going to be 3 multiple. Sum of 3 multiples is also 3 multiple. So 38, 64 is 3 multiple. 34, 64 is not a multiple of 3. లేదా అంతదాకా వచ్చాం కాబట్టి యాడ్ చేసేయచ్చు. Ajay spent 70% of his income in June. If his savings is increased by 15% in July and becomes 8970, income of Ajay in June. Let us assume in the month of June, Ajay's income 100%. Okay? Expenditure 70%. Then he is going to save? Amma? So in the month of June, he is going to save 30%. But in the month of July, savings increased by 15%. 15%. Can we directly add 15 or should be calculated on 30? 30 మీద 15% calculate చేయాలి కదా? ఎంత? 4.5 increased. Then in the month of July, it becomes 34.5%. Agreed? 8970 is savings in the month of 8970. What is 8970? Savings. In which month? July, in the sense that must be equal to 34.5% only. What is your question? Income in the month of June, how much it was? Amma? 100%. First 2 digits emunnai? 89. Left hand side emundi? 34.5. Can it be 3 times? Nee bonda 3 times ekkadundi nee 3 times. Can it be 3 times? Can it be 1 time? How many times is it? That means your first number is going to start with 2, right? After that some other number is also there, I don't care. And into 100 in the sense, even our answer also must start with 2, right? How many options are there? Only one. Final. So based on numbers, sometimes we calculate last digit, sometimes we will calculate first digit. Depends. Pipe A and B can fill a water tank in 3 hours and 4 hours respectively. With the help of inlet C, they fill the tank in 80 minutes. First 2 values are in hours and last one is in minutes. Convert all together to either minutes or hours. Then convert jedam. Hours lo convert jedam. 80 minutes in the sense 1 by 3 hour, which is 4 by 3 hour. So A alone, B alone, ABC. When you have these information, we can calculate C. A alone can do it in 3 hours. B 4 hours. All three 4 by 3 hours. Total LCM 12. A will do 4 units. B will do 3 units. All together will do 9 units. So 9 units includes work done by A, B, C, where AB work 7 units. Then C must do 2 units. Time to complete the work by C is 12 by 2. Answer 6. Yes. When a number is decreased by 15%, what percent you get? When a number is decreased by 15%, what percent you get? 85%. Then the number obtained is, which is 85%, is 264 more than 63% of the original number. That means 22% is equal to 264. 100% is equal to how much? 22 once and again 2 times. 100 into 12, that is equal to 1200, fourth option. Over. A shopkeeper sells apples at a profit of 18.5%. If he increases the selling price by 3.45 per apple, he earns a profit of 30%. Earlier also he was getting profit, right? How much? 18.5. But now how much profit is he getting? Matladandi. 30%. Earlier, how much percentage got increased difference? 11.5% profit difference is there because of ఎందుకు 11.5% profit difference వచ్చింది? Because he increased the selling price by 3.45. So can I say 11.5% is equal to 3.45? మాట్లాడాలి. Then find the initial selling price per apple. Initial selling price wherein he is getting a profit of 18.5, then it must be equal to 118.5%, and that is equal to how much? Correct? Come on. Forget about decimal. Treat it as 115, treat it as 3.45. How many times we have? Amma? Observe the same. Apply the same here. 5 threes, 15. 1 carry. 8 threes, 24 plus 1, 25. Then answer must end with 55. Couple of options are there. So how much carry we have? 2. 11 threes, 33 plus 2, 35. Now if you keep decimal, that is going to be 35.55. మాట్లాడండి. లేదు అనుకుంటే ఇది మర్చిపోండి. దీన్నే చూడండి. 118.5. Is it a 3 multiple? Is it a 3 multiple? Then answer also must be 3 multiple. Right. Can it be first option? No. Can it be second option? Yes. Can it be third option? No. Can it be fourth option? No. Even if couple of options are there. For example, let me change fourth option as 34.53. 34.53. 3 multiple na? Right. So now if you verify 3 multiple, you can eliminate only first option and third option. Second and fourth are left. Correct? Yes. Now observe something. In this process, left hand side, is it a 3 multiple? Is it a 3 multiple? No. But is it a 3 multiple? Is it a 3 multiple? That means in the multiplication process you have 3 multiple. Your original number is also 3 multiple. If you multiply 3 multiple with again 3 multiple, your answer must be 9 multiple. Is your second option 9 multiple? Yes. Is your fourth option 9 multiple? Now you can eliminate. ఈ రామాయణం అంతా మాకొద్దు. అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి. 3 times ఉంది, 3 times చేయండి, అయిపోయింది ఆన్సర్. ఓకేనా? The diagonal of a cube. What is diagonal of the cube? A root 3. If it is equal to 24 root 3, A is equal to? మాట్లాడాలి. Surface area. That means 6a square, that is 6 into 24 square only. మాట్లాడండి. 6. 24 square ends with 24 square ends with answer must end with 6 into 6 ends with అన్నీ ఉన్నాయి కదా. రైట్, ఆగండి. 24, is it a 3 multiple? But you have square also. That means answer must be 3 square, which is 9 multiple. మాట్లాడండి. Can it be first? No. Can it be second? No. Can it be third? No. Fourth must be final answer. I am using ఏంటి, ఏం వాడాను? 9 multiplication. ఓకేనా? Simplify. Do you want me to explain this? You want? Yes, sir? Already I have told you. First you need to complete Winklum part. That negative symbol is applicable for the entire Winklum. That means minus of minus plus 2x. 8y minus 3y? 5y. Minus of minus 2x you said? Plus 2x. Correct? మాట్లాడండి. And outside bracket you have minus 2. అంతేనా? That is minus 4x minus 10y. Correct? Before that you have y. And then 5 times of it. Y minus 10y. Minus 9y. 5 times. Minus 45. 5 times of 4x. Minus 20x. ఎక్కడో తేడా కొడుతుంది. Yes. This Winklum is applicable for this 8y minus 3y, that is equal to 5y, and this is becomes minus 2x. అమ్మా ఎక్కడ? ఇక్కడ. అక్కడ ప్లస్ ఉన్నా మైనస్ ఉన్నా మీకు సంబంధమే లేదు కదా. ఈ నెగిటివ్ సింబల్ దేనికి అప్లై అవుతుంది? ఎంటైర్ వాల్యూకే కదా. రైట్. ఇక్కడ మీకు క్వశ్చన్లు ఏమి ఇచ్చారు? ఇక్కడ ప్లస్ ఇచ్చారా? రైట్, కమాన్. 8y minus 3y, 5y. Minus of plus minus 2x. And outside bracket we have minus 2. That means this is minus 10y plus 4x. And then we have y plus. How much is this? Outside we have 5. Y minus 10y. Minus 9y. Minus 9y into 5. Minus 45y. 5 into 4x. 20x. So far this part is over. Come on. And outside we have plus 3x. Correct? Antena. And then in the last we have plus 4x. 3x plus 20x plus 4x, which is 27x minus 45y, and entire expression is divided by 9. 3x minus 5. Done? Right.